Every day as the sun sets, the world quietens and the stars begin to twinkle. There emerges an opportunity to disconnect, to truly delve inward, and to begin anew. This is an opportunity that Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, knew well. He would disconnect in the evenings, removing himself from the hustle and bustle of his royal duties and the external stimuli that came with it. But what exactly is external stimuli, and why is it so crucial to eliminate it as part of our evening routine? External stimuli refer to the things in our environment that we respond to, whether consciously or unconsciously. It's the blinking light on your phone indicating a new message, the humming of the refrigerator, the television in the background, even the responsibilities and tasks that form the backdrop of our lives. In today's society, this external stimuli is more abundant than ever before. Technology, particularly, has embedded itself into almost every aspect of our lives. Whether it's email notifications popping up on our laptops, social media updates on our phones, or the constant influx of information through news sites and internet browsing, our minds are perpetually bombarded by external stimuli. This unending cycle can lead to stress, exhaustion, and even burnout. It's why Marcus Aurelius's practice of disconnecting in the evenings becomes not just something desirable but imperative for our well-being. Now, you may ask, how exactly do we disconnect? The answer lies in the creation of a nighttime routine that focuses on you and only you. This is not about ticking off tasks on a to-do list or catching up on work. This routine is your time to wind down, to disconnect from the externals, and to connect with your inner self. One way to do this is by reducing technology use in the evenings. Perhaps it's turning off email notifications after a certain time or setting aside your phone an hour before bed. This simple act can drastically reduce the amount of external stimuli your mind has to process, allowing it to relax and rejuvenate. Another integral part of this routine is practicing mindfulness meditation, an activity Marcus Aurelius would regularly engage in during his evening routine. Mindfulness meditation is a practice that trains the mind to focus on the present moment, to observe thoughts and feelings without judgment, and to cultivate an attitude of acceptance and patience. Whether you're new to meditation or a seasoned practitioner, incorporating this practice into your evening routine can bring about a sense of tranquility and peace that helps in disconnecting from the external stimuli. As you sit in stillness, focusing on your breath, or perhaps a mantra, you allow your mind to quieten, to distance itself from the external stimuli. In this state of tranquility, you begin to realize that you are not your thoughts, not your emotions, nor the blinking light on your phone or the pile of tasks waiting for you the next day. You are an observer, a being of infinite potential and peace. And this realization is empowering. It's important to understand that this nighttime routine is not about achieving perfection. There will be days when you'll find it challenging to disconnect, when the external stimuli will seem too loud, too persistent. And that's okay, because the aim is not to eliminate external stimuli completely, but rather to manage how we respond to it effectively. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By eliminating external stimuli in the evenings, we're not trying to control the outside world. Instead, we're taking ownership of our inner world, our responses, our emotions, and ultimately, our peace and tranquility. This is the first step, the initial stride in creating a peaceful and productive evening routine that aligns with the Stoic principles of Marcus Aurelius. As we journey further, we will delve deeper into these principles, understanding their significance and learning how to incorporate them into our daily lives. The path may seem challenging, but remember, as Marcus Aurelius once said, the obstacle is the way. And so, let's embrace this obstacle and transform it into our way, our path towards a tranquil and fulfilling existence. Now that we have seen how disconnecting from external stimuli can lay the foundation for a serene and productive evening routine, let's delve deeper into the practices that can further enhance our well-being. One such practice, advocated by Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics, is physical exercise. Marcus Aurelius, despite being an emperor with countless responsibilities and duties, never neglected the importance of physical exercise. He believed in the harmony of mind and body, understanding that a strong body was instrumental in fostering a healthy mind. But why is physical exercise such an integral part of our evening routine? When we exercise, our bodies release endorphins, chemicals that act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. These endorphins help alleviate feelings of stress and anxiety, fostering a sense of calm and well-being. This is particularly beneficial in the evening when we are looking to unwind and relax. Incorporating physical exercise into your evening routine, therefore, can significantly enhance your physical and mental health. But the benefits of physical exercise go beyond the physiological. Exercise also teaches us invaluable life skills, skills that are foundational to the Stoic philosophy. One such skill is perseverance. When you're in the middle of a strenuous workout, when your muscles are aching and your breath is heavy, it's easy to want to quit. But you don't. You push through the pain, you breathe through the exhaustion, and you persevere. This perseverance is not just applicable to your workout, but to life in general. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Physical exercise also teaches us self-improvement and discipline. When you first start exercising, you may struggle with the simplest of workouts. But as you continue, as you push yourself to do one more repetition or run one more minute, you improve. You become stronger, faster, better. This journey of self-improvement is not just about improving your physical fitness, but about improving your character, your mind, your spirit. It's about becoming the best version of you, a version that aligns with your values and aspirations. And this journey is impossible without discipline. Discipline is the force that gets you off the couch and onto the treadmill. It's the force that makes you choose a healthy meal over junk food. Discipline is what ensures that you stick with your evening routine, even after a long and tiring day. And this discipline can permeate into other areas of your life, fostering personal growth and success. But how does one incorporate physical exercise into their evening routine, especially after a long and tiring day? The key lies in choosing activities that you enjoy, activities that refresh and rejuvenate you. It could be a brisk walk in the park, a yoga session, or a dance class. The type of exercise is not as important as the act of moving your body, of breaking a sweat, of releasing those endorphins. Remember, the goal is not to become a professional athlete, but to foster a healthier and happier you. So, as the sun sets and you move away from the external stimuli, remember to move your body. Remember that in the throbbing of your heart, in the sweat on your brow, in the strength of your muscles, lies your potential, your growth, your peace. As Marcus Aurelius said, do not act as if you had 10,000 years to live. The inescapable is hanging over you. While you're still living, while you still exist on this earth, strive to become a better person. Physical exercise is, therefore, not just a part of your evening routine, but a part of your journey towards self-improvement, towards becoming the best version of you. And as this journey unfolds, as we delve deeper into the Stoic principles and practices, we move closer to a serene and productive existence, an existence that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations. As the physical exertion subsides and the tranquility of the evening continues to unfold, we approach another crucial part of our routine for inner peace and productivity, the practice of self-reflection. This practice, deeply ingrained in Stoicism and embraced by Marcus Aurelius, encourages us to review our day and become more mindful of our actions. Marcus Aurelius was a Stoic emperor who practiced self-reflection regularly through his meditations. He used this introspective tool to review his daily life, thoughts, decisions, and actions. This wasn't merely an exercise in memory, but a deeply intentional practice aimed at understanding himself better, making more informed decisions, and aligning his actions with his deeply held values. In the silence of the evening, when distractions are at their lowest, we can adopt this practice to enhance our self-awareness and improve the quality of our decisions. As we sit in solitude, we can replay our day like a movie, observing our actions, decisions, emotions, and their corresponding outcomes without judgment or criticism. This non-judgmental observation serves as a mirror, reflecting our strengths and areas for improvement. Regularly reviewing our day can lead to significant growth in our emotional intelligence. How did we react to a particular situation? Were our actions driven by impulsive emotions or thoughtful deliberation? Were our decisions aligned with our values and long-term goals? Such reflection can enhance our self-understanding, enabling us to manage our feelings, thoughts, and behaviors more effectively in various situations. Moreover, this practice of daily review can help us in problem-solving and decision-making. Often, in the hustle and bustle of life, we make decisions on the fly, led by our immediate emotions or circumstances. However, through self-reflection, we can analyze these decisions, exploring alternative choices and their potential outcomes. This can lead to better decision-making in the future, as we learn from our past actions and their consequences. Another aspect of reviewing our day is acknowledging our accomplishments, no matter how small. In our pursuit of goals, we often overlook our small victories, the little steps that move us closer to our aspirations. By acknowledging these victories, we foster a sense of self-efficacy and confidence. This, in turn, motivates us to continue our journey towards self-improvement, reinforcing our commitment to personal growth. So, as the day ends and the night begins, set aside some time for reflection. Find a quiet spot, away from distractions, and replay your day. Observe yourself, your actions, your decisions, and your emotions. Seek to understand, not to judge. Acknowledge your victories, learn from your mistakes, and seek ways to align your actions with your values and goals. In embracing this practice of self-reflection, we move closer to the wisdom embodied by Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics. We begin to understand that our peace and productivity not only lies in our actions but also in our reflections. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. So, as we continue to create our serene and productive evening routine, we see that it is not only about doing but also about being. It's not only about action but also about reflection. It's not only about achieving but also about understanding. It's not only about being productive but also about being mindful. And in this delicate balance, we can find our path to peace and productivity, our path to a better self. The journey into the evening continues, and as we delve deeper into the silence of the night, we reach a stage of contemplation, a moment to reflect on our inner wisdom and the role models that inspire us. Stoic philosophy places a great emphasis on this practice, encouraging us to align our actions with those of the sages we admire. In the stillness of the evening, when the distractions of the day have subsided, we find the perfect setting for this introspective practice. Imagine, for a moment, the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius in the quiet of his chamber, reflecting on his role models and aligning his actions with their wisdom. He understood that his path to personal growth was not a solitary journey but was significantly influenced by the wisdom of those who had tread the path before him. Marcus Aurelius, like many Stoics, believed in the importance of having a sage or role model, an individual whose virtues and principles we admire and aspire to emulate. This individual could be a historical figure, a mentor, a leader, or even a fictional character who embodies qualities we aspire to develop. The purpose of contemplating these individuals is not to compare ourselves with them or to become them, but to learn from their wisdom and incorporate their virtues into our lives. In the tranquility of the evening, we can reflect on the actions and decisions of our chosen role models. How did they respond to challenges? How did they practice resilience, perseverance, courage, kindness, or any other virtue we admire? By contemplating their actions, we can draw parallels with our own circumstances and find guidance for our own actions. The Stoics believed that the path to personal growth involves aligning ourselves with our chosen sage's virtues. We are not trying to become our role models but to integrate their wisdom into our lives. We strive to act in ways that reflect their principles, not out of a desire for external validation, but out of a deep-seated commitment to self-improvement and personal growth. This practice of contemplation is a powerful tool for personal development. It encourages us to reflect on the principles and virtues we value most and provides a guiding light for our actions. It challenges us to rise above our limitations, to push our boundaries, and to continually strive for self-improvement. However, it's crucial to remember that the purpose of this practice is not to achieve perfection or to become a carbon copy of our role models. Each one of us is unique, with our own set of strengths, weaknesses, experiences, and perspectives. So, as we draw inspiration from our role models and strive to integrate their virtues into our lives, we must not lose sight of our individuality. We should aim to be the best version of ourselves, guided by the wisdom of our role models, but shaped by our unique qualities and experiences. This introspective practice plays a significant role in crafting our evening routine, promoting a sense of peace and productivity. As we contemplate our role models, their virtues, and actions, we gain invaluable insights into our own actions and decisions. We identify areas for improvement and opportunities for growth, guiding us towards becoming better versions of ourselves. Like Marcus Aurelius, we too can use the quiet of the evening to engage in this practice of contemplation. As we disconnect from external stimuli, engage in physical exercise, and review our day, we create the ideal setting for this introspective practice. So, let us cultivate this habit of contemplation, of drawing wisdom from our role models, and of continually striving for personal growth. So remember, an evening well spent brings a day of content. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, the principles of Marcus Aurelius, and embark on a journey towards self-improvement and personal growth. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being better than others, but about being better than we were yesterday. In the quiet solitude of the evening, after the contemplation of our role models, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of an even greater understanding. Embracing a higher perspective, a viewpoint that transcends our own personal limitations, is the next step on our journey. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius included, practiced viewing life from what they called a cosmic perspective. This way of seeing the world and our place within it is not about minimizing our problems or dismissing our struggles. Instead, it is about understanding that our individual trials and tribulations are part of a much larger, interconnected whole. By adopting a cosmic perspective, we can begin to alleviate the weight of our problems and view our situations with more clarity and objectivity. Imagine, for a moment, that you are standing on a mountaintop, gazing down at the world below. From this vantage point, you can see the whole landscape stretched out before you, the valleys, the rivers, the forests, and the towns. You can see the interconnectedness of everything, the ongoing cycle of life, the bigger picture. Now, consider your problems and challenges. From this perspective, they might seem less significant, less overwhelming. They are but a small part of a vast, dynamic panorama of life. This is what the Stoics meant by adopting a cosmic perspective. It is not about belittling our problems or negating their importance. On the contrary, it is about gaining a broader understanding of our situation and our place within the grand scheme of things. This perspective can help us to see the bigger picture and to understand that our struggles, our challenges, our victories, and our defeats are all part of life's grand tapestry. Taking this viewpoint, we start to realize that our problems are not unique to us. Everyone faces challenges, everyone experiences disappointments, and everyone has their own battles to fight. Recognizing this, we can begin to approach our problems with a newfound sense of understanding and compassion. We can respond to our challenges with resilience and courage, knowing that they are part of the human experience. When we adopt this higher perspective, we also find that we are better able to manage our emotions. We can step back from the immediacy of our feelings and view them from a more objective standpoint. We can acknowledge our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. We can experience our feelings without letting them dictate our actions. In this way, we become more resilient, more balanced, and ultimately, more at peace. So, as we continue with our evening routine, let us take a moment to step back from our immediate circumstances and view our lives from a higher perspective. Let us remember that we are part of a much larger, interconnected whole. Let's take comfort in the knowledge that our struggles are part of the human experience and that we are not alone in our journey. In the serenity of the evening, as we disconnect from the world, engage in physical exercise, review our day, and contemplate our role models, we find the perfect setting for this practice. So, let's take this opportunity to embrace this higher perspective, to view our lives with a renewed sense of understanding and compassion, and to approach our challenges with resilience and courage. The Stoics believe that by adopting a cosmic perspective, we could live a more peaceful and productive life. So, let us carry forward this ancient wisdom into our modern lives. Let's embrace this higher perspective, not just in our evening routines, but in our everyday lives. Let's remember that we are part of a vast, interconnected whole and that our challenges, our struggles, our victories, and our defeats are all part of life's grand tapestry. Having adopted this higher perspective and viewed our lives from a holistic standpoint, we may find ourselves drawn inward. To our roots, to the very foundation of our existence. To our families. Indeed, the great Roman Emperor, Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, valued spending time with his family and was acutely mindful of the impermanence of life. When we think about the relationships that truly matter to us in life, family invariably comes to mind. These are the bonds that have been woven into the fabric of our existence since birth, the ties that remain constant, the bonds we cherish deeply. Spending quality time with our family is a joy that nurtures our sense of belonging, our sense of being loved and connected. It is a treasure that brings us joy, comfort, and warmth. In the peaceful solitude of our evening routine, as we disconnect from the world and engage in the tranquility of the night, let us carry forward this practice of dedicating time to our loved ones. Let's cherish the moments we have with our family, mindful of the impermanence of life. Let's make it a point to nurture those bonds, to strengthen those connections, to express our love and gratitude for those we hold dear. Spending time with family is more than just a means of diverting our attention from the stresses and pressures of the day. It is a way of grounding ourselves, of reminding ourselves of what truly matters in life. It is a way of connecting with our roots, with our values, with the very essence of who we are. The act of sitting down with our family, engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing our thoughts and experiences, listening to their stories and insights can be an incredibly fulfilling experience. It is a chance to cultivate deeper bonds, to strengthen our relationships, to encourage mutual understanding and respect. It is a chance to share our love, our hopes, our dreams, and our fears. The simple act of being present, of engaging with our family, can have profound effects on our overall well-being. It can help to alleviate stress and anxiety, to foster a sense of belonging and acceptance, to promote peace and harmony. It can help us to feel loved and valued, to feel connected and grounded. Let us remember to anchor ourselves amidst the chaos of life, amidst the hustle and bustle of the day. Let's remind ourselves of the love and support that we have within our own homes, within our families. Let's value these relationships, nurture these bonds, and cherish these moments, for they are the very essence of life. In our evening routine, as we journey from disconnection to reconnection, from solitude to togetherness, let's make it a point to spend quality time with our family. Let's make it a point to nurture these relationships, to strengthen these bonds, to express our love and gratitude for those we hold dear. Let's carry forward this practice into our everyday lives, making it a pillar of our daily routine, just as Marcus Aurelius did in his time. This practice is not just a means of alleviating stress or fostering a sense of peace and tranquility. It is a means of grounding ourselves, of nurturing our deepest relationships, and of reminding ourselves of what truly matters in life. So, as we continue to adopt the practices of Stoicism in our modern lives, let's remember to include this crucial element, the act of spending quality time with our family. Let's remember to make this a part of our evening routine, our daily routine, our life. Having taken the time to disconnect from external stimuli, engage in physical exercise, review our day, contemplate our inner wisdom, embrace a higher perspective, and spend quality time with family, we are now prepared to take on another important aspect of our evening routine that has been inspired by the Stoic practices of Marcus Aurelius, and that is preparing for the mornings. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, was known to prepare for each day the night before. He would set aside tasks for the morning and rehearse the day in his mind. This act of preparing for the morning during the nighttime routine can assist in creating a more pleasant morning experience and reduce anxiety. Now, how exactly do we go about this? One strategy is to write down the tasks for the next day. This helps us to clear our minds of any lingering thoughts about the upcoming tasks and ensures that we do not forget anything important. It sets a clear path for us to follow once we wake up, freeing us from the burden of decision-making in the morning. Another strategy is to physically prepare for the morning. This could mean laying out our clothes for the next day, preparing our breakfast or lunch, or setting up our workspace. By doing these tasks in the evening, we can save ourselves valuable time and energy in the morning, allowing us to start our day in a calm and relaxed state. Rehearsing the day in our minds is another powerful strategy that Marcus Aurelius employed. This involves visualizing the tasks and activities for the next day, mentally walking through each step, and even anticipating potential challenges and thinking of solutions. This not only helps us to mentally prepare for the day, but also boosts our confidence and reduces stress and anxiety. Incorporating these practices into our evening routine can bring about a significant transformation in our lives. It can give us a sense of control and order, improve our productivity and efficiency, and instill a sense of calm and peace. It allows us to start each day with a fresh mind, clear direction, and a positive attitude. By emulating the practices of Marcus Aurelius, we can learn to manage our lives more effectively and lead a more fulfilled and contented life. We can learn to live in harmony with our nature, align our actions with our values, and find peace and tranquility amidst the chaos of the modern world. So, as we conclude this exploration of the Stoic practices of Marcus Aurelius and their application in our modern lives, let's take a moment to reflect on these teachings and think about how we can incorporate them into our evening routine. Let's strive to create a peaceful and productive evening routine that not only helps us unwind and relax after a long day, but also prepares us for the next day. And remember, consistency is the key. Let's make a commitment to ourselves to practice these habits consistently, to make them a part of our daily routine. Let's strive to live like the Stoics, embracing the wisdom of our inner sage, navigating life's challenges with grace and equanimity, and leading a life of virtue and wisdom. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this content, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions about applying ancient wisdom in our modern lives. Let's continue this journey towards self-improvement, personal growth, and fulfillment. Remember, every day is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become a better version of ourselves. So let's seize these opportunities and rise to the challenge. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and stay inspired.